There are some secrets to yam farming that you should know. As a beginner, yam farming is a very lucrative business. But personally, we don't do it for business. This yam you are seeing here is for our normal consumption. First thing first, when you want to plant yam, is get your seedlings, like small seed yam. Get our own seed yam from Benue State. We buy from Benue State. They'll webi it to us down to Benin City. If you are planning to plant your yam by March, get your seed yam by December, January, so that some of the yam will germinate before that time, so that you will know that this particular yam will definitely grow when you plant it. After you have passed that stage of the seedling, you go ahead and plant your yam by March, ending of March, April. This yam, we planted it ending of March. Doing your heaps for your yam, your heaps should be very big. That's one will determine how big your yam will come out. People want to argue this point that I just made. We have been doing this yam farming for 3 years. Last year, farming came out nice, but the yam was not so big. Why? Because our ridges was too small. Was too small. And if you are planting yam, look for a land that is fertile, like the soil is the land is soft, a soft land. That is what will make your yam grow well. The thing with land is, if you plant on a land that they have planted there 3 straight years or 4 years, if you plant there, your yam will not do well, except you have fertilizer. You are seeing this our yam, so there was no fertilizer added to this yam. Why? Because the land is still fertile and the land is soft. That soft land, very important when you are planting yam. Another secret to yam farming is maintenance. Imagine you planted yam and you are not maintaining that farm. It cannot grow well. Your farm needs a very long stick, very long stick, long bamboo stick, or any other stick that you can see within your environment. Just put it there so that your yam can be growing on it. The more your yam is growing, the more your yam will tend to come out big and long. When we planted this our yam, we didn't weed it. We only did weeding for only once. Yes, only once. The rest time we were spraying around the farm, because you know why we were spraying that? The more they weed the ridges, the more the ridges will be reduced in size. So instead of weeding it, using a hoe to weed it, we rather spray it round, and nothing will happen to your yam, except you want to spray your yam with the chemical directly to the yam that you planted. That is when the chemical will affect your yam. I got questions like, why did we harvest it early? The reason is that grass cutter was coming there to eat our yam, and another reason is ants was already coming there to feast on the yam. That is why we harvested it early. Normally we were supposed to harvest it in November/December, but we had to harvest it early, and it was not bad at all. The yam was already ready for harvesting. Instead of us to leave it there for grass cutter or ant to be feasting on it, we went ahead to harvest our yam. You see how this yam came out so big? It's because the land is very soft. That is the number one secret of yam farming. Look for a land that is not too strong. Look for a land that is soft, that the soil is very soft. Yam farming is a very lucrative business. If you have a good land, you will definitely see results when it comes to yam farming. Farming entirely too is good for family consumption. Ours is we do farming for family consumption. We plant pumpkin, pepper, cucumber, leaf, anything that that you can easily get behind your backyard. We have it around our environment, around our house, because it helps a lot. As a family person, if you are doing small farming, it will go a long way for you as a family man or a family woman or as a parent. When the kids start coming in, you know when kids start coming in, there are so many responsibility, spendings and the rest. Imagine you doing this kind of farming now. You will not think of buying yam till the next season you plant again. You got questions like, how do you store the yam? Number 1, don't put your yam directly to the floor. Put a wood or a table. Put it on a wood or a table, or put something on the ground. Anything that will not penetrate to your yam. Just put it on the ground and put your yam on it. You can even cut grass and put on the wood before putting your yam on it. You see that arches that we use in cooking? You can use it after cooking. You can use it to pour on the yam. Like, pack your arches and pour on the yam. Nothing will affect the yam. That is how you preserve your yam. Don't put it directly to the floor. And another way to preserve yam is put it where breeze can enter. Put it where you know that breeze can enter. Don't put it in a confined room or a confined environment where there will be no breeze. Before you know, your yam will start getting spoiled. So that is the secret of yam farming, and that is how to preserve your yam. If you're just coming across my video for the first time, please do well to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of interesting content for you to learn from. So please do well to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for always supporting. Bye.